So what is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel if we have not yet met. My name is Peter Roberts, and in today's video I want to share with you the exact framework, the exact questions that I use, and more importantly the exact sales presentation that I go through that allow me to close over $300,000 worth of business selling final expense life insurance over the phone. Now, if you are going to start selling life insurance or any type of product over the phone, I hope this is one of the most valuable videos that will allow you to sell anyone, to sell anything over the phone, and allow you to make money, sitting in the comfort of your home. All you need is Wi-Fi and your cell phone, and you can make a ton of money. The reason that I want to make this video is because I want you and I want people to actually make money in this industry. If you can use this framework, ask these right questions, my goal is to help anyone make $10,000 per month selling life insurance. I've been able to do this for the past 5 months, jumping in this industry and making $30,000-$40,000, and I just want to share with you exactly how you can do it. Now, the reason that I want to make this video is because if you are not making the money that you are intended to make when you first jumped into this industry, you might not have the right training, you might think it's the wrong leads, you might think it's all these different excuses, but I want to share with you that maybe you just have not developed the skill of sales. The problem about this industry is that people will get you into this selling you a dream, saying that you can make all this money, but they will push you through the process, you will not have the right guidance, and you will not have the right training, and you will fail pretty fast and basically have a sour taste in your mouth about this industry. So I want to speed that learning curve up. I want you to study this video, and I want to share with you everything that I've been able to figure out, my exact intro, the questions that I asked, and most importantly, just give you the resources for you to hopefully change your family's life and make money actually selling life insurance, final expense over the phone. This is a huge opportunity if you take advantage of it, use your words, and most importantly, understand that if you are able to communicate, build trust, and basically help people get the result or solve the problem with your product or service, then you can make a lot of money in any industry. So you can use it in life insurance, you can use it in high ticket sales, you can use it selling tree removal. I've been able to develop this skill from selling door to door, from selling high ticket tree removal, and then jumping into the industry, all because I've acquired the skill that I can now transfer in any product and sell it. So I do not want to recruit you, I just want to help you make more money. So I simply want to break down the 3 things in your sales process that will make you close more deals and help you make a lot more money directly selling life insurance over the phone. The one biggest factor that I want to share with you is that the intro will either make you or break you. A lot of people, get hung up on. A lot of people try to connect with clients or don't really build trust immediately. The intro is the most important, or the beginning stage of your actual sales process. So we're going to talk about the intro, we're going to talk about the pitch, and we're going to talk about the close. All these things that I've done and I've learned, the questions that I asked that will help you sell. So jumping into the intro, one of the most important part of any sales presentation is the beginning 30 seconds, 20 seconds of your sales conversation. The way that you actually answer the call will determine if you have conviction in your product. The way that you speak to these people will actually learn if you are actually, confident in yourself, and they will actually just feel you out in the first 15 to 20 seconds. Now, like most people that go in home, use in home as an excuse to just sit down there, they can build their presence and they can do a lot better because they're actually in front of someone. But I want you to replicate and use that same conviction and energy over the phone, where you don't have to drive 30, 100 miles every day to make money selling life insurance. The one thing is, when you answer the phone, when the client picks up, ring, 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 what you want to do is simply get them to sit back into their chair. When you are speaking to a client that does not know you, they are skeptical. They are getting calls every day. They want to hear someone that is just, friendly. To hear someone that is on their side, to hear someone that's not going to scam them. So the beginning of any sales presentation is simply by this. Ring, ring, hello, is this Sarah? Hey, Sarah, this is Peter. Real quick, I'm just getting back with you in regards to the request that you sent in on Facebook for the state burial programs. Now, Sarah, were you just looking for yourself or for a loved one? So instantly, the thing that you want to focus on in your sales presentation is literally just removing the guard. You're just smiling on the other end of the camera. If you need a mirror, look at yourself, do this, but have some light, have some happiness in your tonality, and more importantly, just sit back, get them to sit back in their chair. At the beginning of your intro will either break you or make you. If you are nervous, if you are unsure how to respond to them, or if they give you an immediate objection in the beginning of the intro, that you will fail. The second thing about the intro is the objection handling. So once you understand that the beginning 15 to 20 seconds is, hey, just getting to know you. Hey, Sarah, I'm just getting back with you here. I'm with the state, or I'm with this company in regards to requests that you sent in for the state burial, request. Just want to let you know, were you just, looking for yourself or for a loved one? So a lot of tonality, a lot of like just calm, easiness will help, bring that guard down to help open you up throughout the sales process. The second thing is being able to first push through the first 1 to 2 objections. This will make you or break you if you are unable to get through the 2 objections that they'll give you every time. Thank you for calling, Peter, I just don't have time right now. No worries. That was actually the reason for the call. I mainly work with people who are extremely busy. So let me ask you, were you looking for yourself or for a loved one? Or if they give you any type of objection up front, the way that you handle it is simply by this. Acknowledge the objection. Understand, that this is a reality. So understand like, hey, perfect. That was the reason for my call. I probably saw that you were busy. So understand or acknowledge and then just loop back into it. Perfect. Most of the time that I work with people are super busy. So let me ask you, were you looking for yourself or for a loved one? Push through that initial smoke screen and you'll have better presentations. You'll actually be able to get into the sales part of the actual game where you can actually make money. So understand that there's going to be 1 to 2 objections up front that are going to either make you or break you. And if you can have confidence, if you can kind of push through and beat those initial objections, you can make a lot more money selling life insurance, because 99% of people will give you a BS excuse and they're just basically testing you. Are they going to make you or are they going to break you? Be the person that pushed through, then go directly into the pitch of the product. So simple thing is the intro is super important to master. If you are struggling right now, you have to look at your tonality, you have to look at your confidence, you have to look about how trustworthy you do sound immediately on the phone. And most importantly, are you building a simple type of relationship, just connecting and being super friendly with these people up front? Someone told me that, if you want to sell a ton of life insurance, that you just got to be monotone, you got to sound boring, but use your charisma, use your ability to relate with people instantly and communicate and build that trust in the first 30 seconds, and you will master the intro of any close. Second thing is going directly into the sales pitch. This is the most important thing. If you ask these 3 questions, what you're doing in the intro or the pitch of selling life insurance is when you're getting these presentations that you will sell your product based off of these questions that you ask. The one thing that I want you to understand is have a framework or a question-based framework which will help you actually sell life insurance over the phone. Most people don't know how to sell products. Most people don't know how to get people to say yes, is because they don't actually ask them the right questions through the pitch. The pitch is where you are going to change your bank account. Now, if you were leading with a bank account mindset, let me know that your pitch will be spoiled and that you will probably not change your bank account. So if you can lead from the heart selling life insurance, if you can actually be a resource or a vehicle to actually help someone, your words, your tonality, and your reflection in your words throughout the whole entire pitch will get people to believe in you, to feel trusted in you, and want to buy life insurance from you. Remember, this is a product where you are selling to someone where that if you die, that they need to have their family come to you. Their family is going to rely on you. So throughout your whole pitch, make sure you are circling back. Peter, Mrs. Alley, I'm going to be here for your family. You can call me, you can text me. I want you to know that every month you can reach on me, that I am going to be here. Have that conviction in your voice, because they want to buy a product from someone that's going to solve their problem, and most importantly, that's going to pay out to their family. So conviction is very important. The questions that you want to ask throughout your framework. So what you want to do is understand, if you ask the right questions, you will get their money. I hate to say it, but you will close the sale. So simple questions like this is extracting what is the real problem. I think of sales as an onion. You need to peel back each layer of the onion. You need to handle their concerns. You need to handle their price range. You need to handle what they're actually trying to solve. If someone has filled out a request to speak with someone about selling life insurance or buying life insurance, you need to understand why they even filled it out. So the questions that I asked every prospect, no matter what problem you were trying to solve, is number 1, kind of fill me in. Why was it, what had you motivated to start looking around for some life insurance? Simply like that. Curiosity will sell, and that's how I come into it. It's like, kind of fill me in. What had you even looking around for some life insurance? What were you really looking for? And let their words become the vehicle on why you sell them. So what you're going to do is ask questions and be quiet. You're going to write down their what they're thinking. They're going to explain their problems. They're going to explain their fears. They're going to explain why they're looking around. And now you can use this as ammo or juice, I like to call it, will allow them to loop back in the close, which will allow you to make more money and close the deal, because their words will then be used against them, which will allow them to be like, okay, I have a logical reason because I said this earlier to make the sale. So the one question is, kind of fill me in. What had you, looking around for some life insurance? Secondly, kind of fill me in is kind of how I pre-frame every question. Sally, you mentioned like you don't have anything right now in place. If something were to happen to you, theoretically, what type of impact would that leave onto your loved ones? It's another question I asked. And then sounds like to me is like a pre-frame. So sounds like to me, Sally, you're going to label. So you're going to use all the things that she said. You're going to label her next. Sally, it sounds like to me as a mother, as a wife, as an aunt, that you want to make sure that your loved one, you want to make sure that that your family is in a good position. God forbid if something were to happen to you. You sound like a loving mother. And when you label someone, this is now their new identity, which is now going to be harder for them to shift from that identity when you are going to now present them how they're going to solve that problem to actually get them to that label that you just labeled them with. So super tricky and super trippy mindset stuff that allows you to use their words against them, to label them, to now allow them to go into the close. So kind of fill me in. What had you motivated? Secondly, what would it look like if your family didn't have the life insurance? And third, label them, ask more right questions, and then say, hey, downsell. I implement a little downsell in my product. So it sounds like to me, Sally, that if something were to happen to you and you currently don't have life insurance in place, would you say just having a little bit something in place is better than nothing? And the way that you ask this is now if they come to the close and they're not willing to buy because it's too expensive or they don't need all that coverage, you can then say, hey, Sally, remember earlier you told me that having a little something is better than nothing? How about this? Instead of looking at a $50,000 option, let's start you off at a $20,000 option. It's a little bit cheaper. It'll give you that peace of mind as an aunt, and most importantly, it'll probably solve your problems. Does that sound fair? And then you close them, downsell them, and still make the deal, and you help them actually protect their family. And the last step is going into the close. You want to understand, and before you go into the pitch, you want to actually extract so much value that they feel dumb saying no. So that is kind of how I'm thinking. And as I'm speaking right now, really fast, how can you use their words that make them logically feel dumb for not buying life insurance from you? So when it comes on the close, number one is that if you are unable to close them, you did not extract enough value in the initial pitch. Secondly, you need to understand that someone gives you an objection in the close, that you need to address the current objection that they're facing. Ask the hard question in the close, and mostly, this is why people buy or love Chipotle, is because they think that they're getting a meal for $15, but they're only paying $8 for a burrito that's going to last them and make them full for the rest of their life, or the rest of the day. So pitch them so much value that when you give them or deliver the price, you explain how that's going to solve their problem. So Sally, this $20,000 option or this $40,000 option is going to do this for you. It's going to handle all your burial expenses. It's going to leave your family about $15,000 left over. It's going to make sure that you can leave a little bit behind to your loved ones. And most importantly, you said it's going to give you some peace of mind. It's going to make sure that you can go to bed at night knowing that all is taken care of. So when you're pitching the options, understand that you're not pitching how much it costs or what it's going to cost them every month or how it's going to drain their bank account. You're going to pitch them the value. You're going to say with them that this is going to solve this problem. At this price, this problem will be solved. Does that sound good? So once you give your three options, I do the 3-option close. I do a 10, a 15, a 20, whatever product you're selling. Just be strategical on the budget. So make sure that you're pitching things that are not out of their price range. And then you say here, Sally, it sounds like to me, you go back that as a mother, you want a little something in place, that you're worried about paying for your final expenses, and most importantly, that you are going to just want to make sure that your family is left in a good position if God forbid something happened to you. And since you don't have anything right now, Sally, kind of fill me in. Do you think the $20,000 option or the $30,000 option would make most sense for you? And then you be quiet. And then they're going to pick what option makes sense to them. If they give you an objection, okay, Sally, well, let me ask you, is it just a little bit too expensive, or are you not sure if you need it? It's one of those things. It's either they don't know if they need it, or you didn't communicate enough value, so you're going to address their concerns and then loop back to the close. Or if it's too expensive, Sally, you're going to just be like, hey, would it be best to look at a little bit less, or just kind of fill me in. What is your biggest concern? And you're always going to use their words against them. That's why the pitch is so important, and the close should be the easiest part. So what you're going to do is, number one, be a badass when it comes to the intro. Get them to sit back in their chair, trust you, and throughout the whole conversation, the trust will make your sale, and your conviction in your words and your willingness to actually be with them, and help them is going to be super crucial in your whole pitch. And when you're coming to the pitch, make sure that you ask the right questions, build the right rapport, and make them actually understand what their problem is, and then close them by understanding what their problem is and how you're going to solve that by them paying something per month. And when they can solve that problem, they will build the trust, and you can be there for them every month. You will close more deals, you will help more families, and you will make a lot more money selling life insurance over the phone. So that is a fast breakdown of how anyone can start selling $10,000 per month with the closer intro, pitch, and close framework of selling life insurance over the phone. Understand that you are not selling deals, that it comes down to you, that you are lacking the skill to communicate, that you need to build more trust, that you need to build more rapport, that you need to move people in the right direction. And one of the coolest skills in life is being able to make someone spend their money. That your words can be so lethal, that your strategy in your communication can actually move people to spend spend money, and that your words that you say can actually change your bank account and change your family and also help them. So that's the cool thing about life insurance. I hope this video brought you a ton of value. I was super fast, but if you want to learn more about my sales process or need help learning about sales, shoot me a text, DM me, whatever it is. I want to help more people win, and I don't want to recruit you. I just am tired of seeing people not make money in this industry, and they think it's the leads, they think it's their mentor, and they think it's all these different problems, but it's simply just your ability to sell, and maybe you just didn't get the right training. So I hope this brought you a ton of value. If so, subscribe, comment, tag a friend. Love you guys. I want you to win. Let's go out there, change our lives, and I just want you to know that I'm always here for you. I talk really fast, but I hope this video brought you loads and loads of value. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Cheers. Peace.